Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Black Clover. Last time around we had Despair versus Hope. Battle continued. The trio was doing their best against Veto. We got a bit of backstory on Vanessa and Finral. Vanessa was in a bird cage in the Forest of the Witches held by the Queen Witch until she got busted out of there, and then she became an alcoholic, but that's kind of beside the point. Finral was the disappointment of his family, and he cannot fight with his spatial magic like he's supposed to, so he has figured out how to be a support man, which is good. And then Gauche, Charmy, and Gray caught up with them and joined the fight against Veto and just started confusing him with all their different powers and stuff, and so... yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. We also did leave off with, at the last moment, being Asta being able to plunge his sword deep within Veto. So yeah, is he gonna die? Is Veto gonna die during this? That's gonna be crazy. So, yeah. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Black Clover. Here we go. Finally. Fuck that guy. They think they're so superior. They think they're so superior to the humans. They're not superior. They're just a bunch of new, cruel people. A bunch of new, cruel people who'll end up being cruel to someone else. And those people will be cruel to someone else. Something like that. Hey, man. The people were cruel to the Black Bulls. People are still cruel to the Black Bulls, but I mean, think about it. Finral's family, Vanessa being a prisoner of the Queen of Witches, Gauche's family, everyone that was around Luck. You know, it's just people were cruel to the Black Bulls, but they take that and they turn it into something good, something positive. They became magic knights. They are heroes. In fact, if anything, the Black Bulls may be the most magic knight of all the magic knight squads. You're just a bunch of new cruel people. New cruel people who will end up being cruel to someone else. That really is it. It's just like look, I get it. Like, I have, like, the littlest, the teensiest bit of sympathy for the whole, like, oh, well, the humans came and killed all of us, and they're so cruel and stuff, and it's like, but to just be like, yes, and we're going to wipe out every man, woman, and child in the Clover Kingdom, because they're all born sinners. It's like, dude, now you're going too far. Now that's just unnecessary cruelty, you know? I'm so tired. Dude, the show fucking slaps. Like, I can't believe... Dude, how is it that I did not hear about this show? You know? Like, I really didn't. I didn't hear about this show before you guys recommended it to me. And it's just like, how the fuck... How did I not see this show, man? I mean, I guess in a sense it's just very standard shonen stuff, you know? I mean, it says here on the on Crunchyroll that this episode came out in 2018. So, presuming, you know, it started in 2017, so, which was just like a year after My Hero Academia came out. So, I mean, the thing is, I guess it's just very standard shonen stuff. The thing is, in 2025, I'm at a time in my life where I am desperate for standard shonen stuff. You know? I've been desperate for that stuff after what I thought was standard shonen stuff being going against the grain, trying to subvert your expectations or do all this unnecessary stuff. Which My Hero and Jujutsu Kaisen are the main culprits. Although, granted, there's Black Clover and there's also Demon Slayer. I fucking love Demon Slayer. But Demon Slayer gets a lot of shit for being standard shonen battle anime, basically. I see so many people that are like, oh, the writing is so terrible and the characters are bad. It's just like, no, you probably just grew out of shonen. I don't know. You just think you want to be complex, There's nothing wrong with these shows. Like, Demon Slayer and Black Clover are great. And I know Black Clover, obviously Black Clover has its fans. Enough that you guys recommended it to me. But man, so I did see, I went and looked up like where all the filler, or not filler, but the recap episodes were. And I didn't really get plot or anything from it. Just pretty much just episode numbers. And I think what I was also trying to do was like, I know there's a Black Clover movie. I was trying to figure out where that fit in. And I didn't really get a definitive answer on that. I saw it's like, it's after this arc, but before this arc. And I'm just like, I don't know where the fuck that arc is. So thanks. But it's like, give me episode numbers, But one thing I saw is that I saw people talking about like seasons. And it's like, technically Black Clover doesn't have seasons. But in terms of like release, like technically there are seasons. And this is kind of the end of season 1, which... what a perfect place to put it, I think. And, 50 episodes in, which makes sense. There's another anime that I'm watching that's a weekly anime, Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, which every Yu-Gi-Oh! Show has been a weekly anime for 25 years. And that's kind of the thing with that show, is that every 52 episodes, basically, every 52-ish episodes, they say, all right, this is where the next season starts. So the season just being a year's worth of episodes, a year's worth of weekly episodes. So it makes sense. We're on episode 49 now. I'm sure the next episode will kind of wrap things up with this arc. So this is for all intents and purposes, we're at the end of season 1, which of course we didn't watch. We didn't watch once a week. We've been watching it twice a week, which has been really good. I've really enjoyed that. Because, last episode was really great, and I recorded that, like, a couple hours ago, before lunch. So, now being able to get this episode is really nice, so... So, yeah. I don't know. So, it's interesting. And by the way, I did figure out where all the... I did at least get where the recap episodes are. So, I have those penciled into the schedule, and we'll do something probably similar to the last one that we did, for those episodes. But I don't know anything like about like plot or what's coming up, basically. So, but yeah, it's good stuff, man. It's just so fucking good. Some great stuff. Asta's built different. Asta's built different. He is a demon. You thought you were a demon. Can't you see, Veto? You're not dealing with the average magic knight. Oh, boy. Actually, none of them are the average magic knight. That's the thing, None of them are the average magic knight. I just love it's like, oh, he got up again. It's like, it's just one of these things. It's like, I just want them to just be like, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? God, how many episodes was this? Was this of, fighting Veto? It was so friggin' many, man. So he showed up at the end of the Temple Battle Royale. So in terms of full episodes, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 episodes, but it's been pretty much the last 3 weeks that we've been watching. Man. That's a lot. That's a lot of episodes. I think it's just because... I mean, he's one note. He's such a one-note villain, Because he's just Mr. Strongman. It's like, I'm the best. I'm the best, and you're all insects. And it's just like, oh my god, shut up, This is why, when it comes to villains, this is why a villain like Wamu can stand out if you've ever watched JoJo. Particularly Part 2, because that's where Wamu is from. But that's what I like. And honestly, there's a lot of that in JoJo where it's just like, you know, as they're fighting, the villain will be like, oh shit, this guy's like good. You know, this is dangerous. And there's a lot of very cocky villains. I mean, fucking Dio. Dio is like the poster child of cocky villains, but Wamu definitely is like that, where he's, you know, he acknowledges how strong Joseph is, you know? And I always like that. I like a villain who really acknowledges how strong the heroes are. It's like, yes, you know? It's kind of like, it's the fucking Kung Fu Panda meme, where Tai Lung is like, our battle will be legendary. You know, it's a worthy foe. And it's just like, I like that. I like that when it comes to villains. And that was my biggest problem with Jujutsu Kaisen, where like these villains show up and constantly get their asses kicked, but they keep this fucking cocky smile on their face and like, we're the best and we're going to easily defeat everybody and win the day. And it's just like, dude, I've seen you get your ass beat like 4 times. Like, you're not gonna do it, man. And there's like no reason to suspect that you're going to defeat any of these characters. So, but that's a whole other story. Jujutsu Kaisen, what a fucking disaster that show was. Jesus Christ. But here it is kind of a similar problem where Veto's just like, oh, I will make you despair. You're insects. You do not, you cannot hold a candle to me. It's like, yeah, tell that to your organs. I mean, even just down to the whole thing of like, I made sure I let you hit me in a non-vital spot. You know, he missed all his vital organs. All of them. I probably didn't remember to put the all of them clip in the thing, because I don't edit these. Well, I do kind of edit these discussions. Like, I edit out pauses, but that's pretty much it. So, but it's like, oh, I let you hit me in a non-vital place so that I could steal your weapon. And then it's like, why isn't my magic, like, I can't keep up with them. Why is my magic being decreased? Like, maybe because you let yourself get stabbed by an anti-magic sword. Like are you stupid? Are you actually that dumb? So that's just stupid. That's just like, come on, man. It's just like, yes, of course you're getting weaker. There's an anti-magic sword lodged in your abdomen. Like, yeah, that's going to suck away your magic. You know? Even his other sword, even the bigger sword, would have done the exact same thing. Because we've seen that happen. We've seen that happen, I think, with the, well, I don't know, which sword is it in particular? I thought it was the bigger sword, the original sword, that the Wizard King held, and he could tell, it's like, this thing's gonna drain my magic. And he's like, well, it was cool. Here you go. You can have that back. You know? So it's just like, yeah, of course that's going to drain your magic, you moron. And then just the fact that it's like, I've stolen your weapon, so now you can beat me. And it's just like, and then Asta just goes over and gets his original sword, which, yes, is a heavier sword. And it is great that these last few episodes he's primarily been using the second sword, which is interesting. But yes, the first sword is still there and he can still get it. It's just like, you're stupid. You're literally stupid, you know? And just the fact that he just keeps going on and on. You will despair. You will despair. And it's like, motherfucker, they have not. Has anyone despaired in this entire arc? No. Now, shut up. That's the problem. The problem is he's a preacher. You know? He just wants to hear himself talk. You know? Like, this is what he gets off on. And it's just like, dude, shut up. It's like, how much damage have they done to you? If he didn't have the mythical beast magic, he would have already bled out from the arm he was missing when Noelle shot him. You know? Like, oh, you're just insects. You're nothing compared to me. And it's just like, just shut the fuck up. It's just, I just need to cut to Mike Ermintrow. I was like, all right, Jesus, kid, you're giving me heartburn. Just like, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. uh, even though it's not the same kind of thing, but it does remind me of the freaking when you have to shoot, don't talk. Like, just, if you're gonna do it already, but he just keeps talking. He's so annoying, you know? And, like, all of them at the Midnight Sun are so annoying. They're not the worst, you know? They're not the absolute worst I've seen. Obviously, Jujutsu Kaisen is the worst I've ever seen. But, I think, like, it kind of works better with Licked, which can I just please call him Liched? Because saying is just like, Licked, it's just like, that's weird. Can I just call him Liched? Doesn't matter, whatever. When, like, he at least, like, acknowledged Yami. He was just like, I want to fight this guy because I have to see which is better, light or dark magic, you know? And they had an incredible fight. And then remember that Yami then took on all three of the third eyes while he was depleted. He was like running on fumes because he fought Liched, and then he fought the three of them when they were in top form, and he held all three of them off before the other Magic Knight captains arrived. Like, he is fucking built different too, you know? It's like, yeah, no wonder he was able to just completely slice through, you know? Dimension slice. It was ridiculous. Oh boy. But he surpassed his limits as well. I mean, that seems like it's a new spell for him. So he surpassed his limits because his squad did. Like, the Black Bulls are now a force to be reckoned with. So we won. Now we gotta now we just gotta get the Magic Stone and, fucking heal up. I mean, Asta, I don't know how the fuck Asta's still standing. He's lost so much blood and bones. Magna and Luck need to get healed. A lot of them need to get healed. All the priests need to get healed. Kyoto needs his foot back. Kahono needs her voice back. Like, it's pretty rough, so... but I like that moment where they all, acknowledge each other, basically, It's just like, this is great. This is so great. And then Asta gives Noelle the head pat again, which is adorable. And then, when Yami comes in, and he gives all of them head pats. It's like, that's so great. I love that. He is such a dad. He is such their dad. And then, just the fact that it's like, he can sit on the toilet for fucking ever. That is such a dad thing. Trust me, I know. I'm not a dad, by the way. In case any of you don't know, I'm not a dad. But I'm 27, but I am not a dad. Sometimes I think about my old friends from high school, and I think, Jesus, do you think any of them have kids now? I don't know, because I'm like, yeah, but think about who my friends were. It's like, I don't know. Maybe one. There is a non-zero chance that one of them has a kid by now. So, I don't know, though I haven't talked to them in years, so... And we'll probably, let's be honest, I'm probably never going to talk to them again. I haven't kept up with them, so... Meh. That's a whole other topic, though. Let's not get into that. But Yami came in, and I mean, he's fine. He has all of his magic power. Now he's like, the captains before, where it's like he has all of his magic. Like, he's still good, and he surpassed his limits to bust out of there. So now he just completely took this guy down. And I mean, that's the thing, because it's like he's at 100% of his power. Veto is not. Veto got his anus kicked finally. So, I hope, quite honestly, it's like, I hope he's just dead. Like, I obviously, there's the whole thing of like, we gotta question him and stuff. I was like, yeah, but I want him to be dead. I don't know, maybe he'll be reduced to human. I don't know. How did he become a beast? There's a good question. How did he actually become a beast man? I don't know. Okay. I'm exhausted now. And I still got work to do today, so. But that is basically it. Great stuff. I fucking love this show. I say it every episode, but I love this show, and I'm excited to see where we are going from here. But that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Black Clover reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.
I've been crying for hours, baby.